the scene had changed. It was now Toru's room. In front of the TV were a table and a sofa. Sitting side by side on the sofa were Toru and Saki. God damn it. Saki, it's getting late. You should head back. Even though through the curtains you could tell that it was dark outside, but Saki let out a quiet moan and leaned against Toru's shoulder. She wanted to say something, but she was hesitating. Toru knew that too, so he became strangely tense and spoke a little too quickly. If you have Takahara-san come get you so late again.
今日は高原さんを呼ぶと大変なことになるわよ。
I think it's bad to call her any day. Saki finally spoke. Oh, then should I walk with you? But Saki shook her head as she continued to lean on him. Toru tilted his head in confusion.
今日はトールちゃんのところに来てるって言ってないの。
Eh? Toru had been expecting something from the way Saki was acting, but he hadn't expected that, so he paused.
今日は別の友達の家に泊まりに行くって伝えてあるから。
Oh
だ
my.
から。
Oh boy. Saki didn't even finish that sentence. Didn't have to. Toru froze for a moment, but then reached to pet Saki's head, which had been resting on his shoulder. Why do you push me?
トールちゃんがいつまで経っても何もしないから仕方ないじゃない。
Because you're a piece of shit who doesn't take initiative. Alright. It was true that he hadn't done anything, their childhood days aside, from as far back as he could remember. From the time that they had become boyfriend and girlfriend, they had never so much as kissed. And as a result, she cornered him. Seeming troubled, Toru sighed to calm himself down. I thought we could at least wait until you graduated. Saki took his hand in response. He wanted to wait for a few more months, that was all.
別にいつでもよかったのに。
Can we, not? Hey, I would have cared. But having come this far, it wasn't like Toru could say, so let's wait until next year.
それでも今日もう泊まっていくから。だから。
She just shifts to the blushing face. Right next to Toru, Saki stared into his eyes. Her own were watery. She was putting on a brave front too and tried to keep her hands from shaking.
だから、ちゃんとして。
It's just us just watching. That could only mean one thing. Oh, don't at me right now. Saki put her hands around Toru's back and the two of them embraced each other. Oh. We doing the dream diddly too? That's cool. It's not even, oh my god. Then like a turn of a page in a manga, Saki was now laying on the bed. You know, dreams are fucking crazy. Toru leaned over her. Below his arms was Saki, waiting with her face full of hope and nervousness.
Toru-chan.
I'm not used to you not calling me Nissan, but whatever. In response to that name, Oh. Hold on there. We're already getting a choice? So, okay, so... Oh, God. I was trying to be sexy. But now we're not sexy anymore. Okay, so... I'm going to assume that this is going to lead to... either a bad end or Saki's route, right? That's just what I would assume. This would probably take us, let us continue the game. And, you know, just whatever. But I honestly feel at this point, story-wise, it would make some more sense for this decision. Because it's like fighting against the dream, fighting against this. This isn't me, you know? This is not, you know? So I think that's what we're gonna do. Again, I don't know if this decision actually matters or it leads to a route or something, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm sure I'm gonna get 7,000 people in the comments telling me otherwise. So we're doing this. This isn't me. Yup. The instant I thought that, the scene before, my eyes fell apart. Well, I'm dead now. Hooray! Bad end. Next thing I knew, I'd been thrown violently to the floor. No, it seemed like I'd been knocked down from somewhere on high. Hello? The place I was in hadn't changed. I was still in the dream, in my room overgrown with the nightmare plants. The plants were gathering where I'd just been, and were trying to form into the shape of a human. If I had wished for it, I was sure I could have forced them away. But I was thrown out because I thought I didn't belong there. I sat up and looked at the bed where Saki was sleeping and being slowly entangled by those plants. Well, I probably should have stayed. I must have hit the ground pretty hard because pain ran through my shoulder when I sat up. But I couldn't worry about that right now. Roses slowly began to bloom all around Saki. At this rate, she would be swallowed up by plants. Alice, where the hell? The white petals continued to change red as if someone were lathering paint on them. Okay, I managed to stand up and tried to grab her, but the instant I touched her, several sharp thorns stabbed into my hands. Ow! I don't give a fuck! Although she was entangled with many more vines than me, Saki didn't have a scratch. It was like they were telling me that I had no right to be here anymore after I chose not to be with her. Gradually, those vines formed a figure that matched my shape. From my thorn-pierced hands, blood had started dripping down my fingers and fallen to the floor. Although it was a dream, the pain was quite real. I almost pulled my hands back, but even though I've held back all this time, what the hell do you think you're doing? In more ways than one. Paying no heed, I kicked me leaning over Saki in the side as hard as I could. Although it was the size of a person, my kick knocked the plant away from the bed as if it were any other overgrown household plant. Houseplant brain. The human-sized portion fell to the side as it tore away from the segment that was crawling along the sheets. The leg I used to kick it was all cut up, and soon my pant leg and sock were stained a bright red. God damn, I'm being fucked up by these flowers. The sweet smell wafting around the room gave off an ominous feeling, so I ignored the fallen plant person and tended to Saki. Saki, get a hold of yourself! Get up, Saki! I think I might have made the right decision. It was hard to stand on my bloodied legs, so I knelt onto the bed with my other leg as I held Saki. As it was before, Saki wasn't hurt at all. I was the only one the roses had injured. Saki! Hey, Saki!
Toru-chan, あれ、どうしてまだ?
Saki, I'm gonna figure out a way to get out of here. Alright? Saki opened her eyes with a shocked expression.
何これ? Toru-chan, どうしてそんな怪我してるの?
That's what happens when giant rose flowers just fucking attack you. Saki stiffened as she noticed that I was bleeding and saw the vines moving around the room. Well, I didn't know what to say. Not wanting to see Saki's face, I held her against my chest.
Toru-chan.
Dude, I'm a badass. Hold on. Just then, the world shifted again. Oh, stop it! Just take me away. Take me away from you. The next thing I knew, I was alone and surrounded in darkness. Well, that's fun. The wounds on my hands and legs were gone. Ooh, and I was the way I had been when I first came to the dream. I felt my face from my glasses only to realize they weren't there and that I was still dreaming.
なんかうまくいかないわね.
Monk S. Help. Saki's footsteps echoed as she walked towards me.
ね、兄さん.
What's with the getup? Also, where the hell are we? There was a forced smile on her face. The Saki before me understood everything that had happened up until now. It wasn't just because of the dream. I had known Saki for a long time, so I was confident in the fact that I largely understood her. I'm sorry. It's my fault they didn't work out. Oh no. As Saki came closer, the sweet smell of what Alice had called nightmare roses grew stronger. It's because that's how I wanted it. The reason Saki was my sister, the reason I dearly wished for her to be my little sister, and the reason I couldn't actually make a move on her. It was all because of me. Because this was what I wanted. And Saki just went along with it. Saki awkwardly changed her bemused smile to a bashful one. A sweet scent emanated from her. On her chest was a single rose with red and white petals. It hadn't turned bright red, not because her wish hadn't come true, but because I had refused her. She seemed to notice that I was looking at her chest, and she pulled back looking a little embarrassed. If you're going to destroy it, do it with your own hands, while looking her in the eyes. I was forced to remember Maya's words.
あんなの嘘。望んでなんてない。って言ったら、兄さん、信じる？
I want to believe it, but I can't believe what I know isn't true. Damn. While it would be convenient, there was a limit to how much I could fool myself.
そう。だったら、どうするの？
Saki giggled, with her usual tone and attitude, like she wasn't thinking of me as someone older than her.
恥ずかしいことを知られてしまった妹を慰めてくれる？私の好きな甘いものを食べに行って恋人みたいにはしゃいで。
You're making me feel like real bad about this. I feel like I made the wrong and right decision at the exact same time. I don't know how that's possible.
どうせ慰めるなら抱いてほしいかしら。そうすればいろいろけじめはつけられるから。
I mean, I could do that. I don't see a problem with doing that. Just
それが最初の一度でも最後の一度でもどっちでもいいわよ。ね、兄さん。
Just, doing what we were going to do was kind of danger territory. Saki giggled disdainfully. I went to Saki's side and hugged her gently. There we go. Shh, come here. You don't have to talk like that. Saki was trembling. I could tell before I even hugged her, before I even saw her. Up close, I could see that there were tears in her eyes. Though that too, I would have known even if I couldn't see her. Sorry for making you say that. I'm a mess, aren't I?
ええ、そうよ。
I've always been a mess, don't worry. Though she acted tough, she was hunched over and clearly crestfallen. She put her hands to her chest in a manner in which she could push me away at any time. I slowed my breathing. I prepared myself to give Saki the answer she didn't want to hear. I'm sorry, Saki. I can't do it after all. If I return to my original relationship with you now, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get out of here. Saki looked away from me without saying anything. I wanted to say I'm okay, you don't have to be my little sister anymore. Thought I could say it. When Saki graduated from Annexed, I had planned to end this twisted relationship. But as I was now, I didn't think I had the right to embrace her. That was why I wanted her to hear these words that showed just how useless I was. But Maya appeared again, so I'm probably hopeless. I might be like this for the rest of my life. I might just drag the past and Maya's shadow with me as a nightmare for the rest of my life. You can abandon me if you want, Saki. It must be hard for you to have such a troublesome childhood friend, too. If it's hard, then you could stop being my sister and abandon me. Don't say that! I was the one who had continued to depend on Saki's kindness. I couldn't ask for forgiveness so lightly. If she left, I was sure it would be hopeless for me, but if Saki didn't mind, then that would be fine, I thought.
兄さんは私が妹じゃないとまだ怖い？
Saki asked, still looking away from me. It is. I'm sure I won't be able to wake up again over something stupid. I did think it was pathetic. But if Alice hadn't come, I probably never would have woken up again, yup.
私に助けてほしい。
I knew I was the worst, but even so, I do. I don't know if it was because this was a dream or because I was talking to Saki, but I answered honestly without holding anything back. Saki gave one of her usual exasperated sighs, although I hadn't heard it much in this dream. Saki undid her hands from in front of her chest and hugged me back.
ほんと、しょうがないんだから。正直、いろいろと頭にくるし、納得もしてないけど。ここまで来て、見捨てられるわけがないでしょ。
I'm sorry.
年下の女に甘えて、頼って。本当にしょうがない兄さんなんだから。
That's pretty much what I've been doing my entire life. I'm sorry.
本当に悪いわ。ただ、甘えられるのはそんなに嫌いじゃないし。ねえ、兄さん。どのくらい私が必要？
Saki said this with a joking tone, but her eyes told me she was serious. I can't live without you. Damn! With that answer, Saki gave an irritated-looking smile, as though saying I was really hopeless.
最初に妹になるって言い出したのは私だものね。
Oh, she murmured in a voice I could barely hear.
一つだけ言うことを聞いてくれたら許してあげる。
What is it? Saki blushed awkwardly.
夢の中だけでいいから起きたらしなくていいからそのキスしてほしいのよ。
You know, I'm beginning to think that their decision would have led to a bad end anyway, because that's kind of like accepting the dream and you being like trapped in there forever, you know. So I think we're good, no matter what. Saki stared at me, stifling her embarrassment. I gently hugged her back and planted a small kiss on her forehead. Aw, that's adorable. Ooh, my decision-making's coming up Millhouse. Oh, just get me out of here, please. I don't even want to be in the dream lobby. I want to just be out. Next thing I knew, Saki and I were in the dream room. Again, sitting next to each other on the sofa. What the fuck? Next to me, Saki was resting her head on my shoulder and sleeping even though this was a dream. Get the fuck out of my face! And when I looked up, Alice was startlingly close to and looking down at us. Ah! It's you, Alice! Wait, how long was that? How long were you watching? You were watching, weren't you?
ごめん。はい。一通り見てました。
I think we're good. I'm good at making decisions. When I hurriedly pulled back from Alice, my shoulder moved and Saki's body slid onto my lap. Even though her head was now resting on my leg, she still didn't wake up. I was unsure as to whether I should wake Saki up or let her sleep, so instead I just pointed at Alice with my mouth agape.
いや、私だって見るつもりなかったんだって。だけど、見えるものは仕方ないじゃない?
I wasn't planning on it, but I might as well since it's right in front of me. Alice seemed to feel guilty, but she still spoke lightheartedly, so I didn't know what to say to her.
ま、それはそれとして、寝てるうちにサクッとやっちゃおうか。
In Alice's hands were her heart-shaped shears. She pressed them against the rose that's on Saki's chest. I wondered if it was really okay to cut it. The smell of the forest emanating from the rose was hard for me to bear, so I didn't stop her.
Off with his head.
Just snip it. With a sharp snap, the rose fell. Oh, there it is. The petals scattered from the fallen rose as if melting into air. Saki's breathing was still quiet and the smell of the forest was gone, so I felt relieved. Ooh, oh, Jesus.
あんなキスでごまかすなんて。サキちゃんが覚えてたら怒るんじゃないかしら。
Can you get out of my head? I'm like gonna go crazy because of this fucking girl. And she always has the creepiest fucking music. With cup and saucer in hand, Maya was sipping at her tea a little ways away from us.
君、こんなところにのこのこと。
Don't threaten her. She can destroy us all. Alice looked like she was going to leap at Maya, but I held up my hand to stop her. Alice seemed reluctant, but she stepped back. Oh, God. If she is, then I'll let her get mad at me.
ほんとひどい。だけど、サキちゃんがそれでいいっていうのなら、私も許してあげるわ。
Maya giggled.
だけど、まさか、このままでいいなんて思ってないでしょ
I know. Feeling Saki's weight on my lap, I acknowledged that there wasn't a quick fix.
わかってるね。だけど理解していてもできるわけじゃないものね。
I knew that too, but I also knew that Maya knew I knew, and that knew the new, and the new, and the new. She was purposely trying to tease me. Alice seemed to have had enough and started walking towards Maya. Alice, calm down. Uh-oh. She put herself between Maya and me, folded her arms, and glared at her. Maya looked surprised. Hey, she does.
人の嫌がることをわざわざ言わない。トールもサキちゃんも人がいいから許しちゃうみたいだけど、それに甘えないの。
It's like I'm looking at a fucking, like, supervillain that's yeah, unexpected supervillain. Like, they have, like, this appearance that's just like, oh, look at them. And then they're just, like, the most evil fucking, like, unsettling thing in the fucking world. That's she pointed at Maya with the hand that wasn't holding the shears.
人の良さに甘えるのは誰かしらね。
Oh. For a moment, I felt as though I had caught a glimpse of Maya's actual emotions. Alice had struck a chord.
何よそれ。
Alice looked puzzled, but Maya immediately changed her expression.
それじゃあ、サキちゃんの言う覚悟でも何でも決めたらどんな形でもちゃんと言いなさいね。サキちゃんもそうしてほしいって思ってるから。ね、兄さん。
Alright. And with that, Maya took her leave. Just disintegrated into... she spun around and the world being spun with her until both had disappeared. Oh god! That was the end of the dream. Bruh. I'm being mind-fucked. Hope all of you are too. And it's great. I love this game. And that's where we're in. Oh, the sunlight spilling through the curtains shined through my eyelids. Are we good? Under the glare that... Oh, I woke up. Hello? Okay, no flowers, no dream, no nothing. Sweet relief. This is my apartment, isn't it? I grabbed my glasses from my bedside and put them on. The view through the lenses was my normal apartment. Not a single strange plant in sight. But there still seemed to be the lingering effects from the dream because my body was heavy and wouldn't move the way I really wanted it to. Yeah, we went through a lot. She murmured. She had been using my arm as a pillow the whole night. Oh yeah, you stayed the night. Dude, it's been like a long... It's just like, how long have we been here? I'd completely forgotten about that with all, you know, all the shit that happened. Of course, this position made it hard for me to move. For far from just being a pillow, Saki was clinging onto me pretty hard. Being this close to her, I suddenly smelled the lingering scent of her shampoo and not that of the nightmare flowers. I finally felt that this wasn't a dream. I found myself hugging her back and buried my face in her hair. Oh, thank God. There was a hint of sweat in Saki's scent. Oh, yeah. It's because when you, well, one, you had a crazy dream like that, right? So, of course, you're going to sweat. And then two, everyone sweats in their sleep anyway. I'm doing this. Oh my god. I was startled by Saki's voice. I hurriedly leaned back as Saki looked up at me from my chest. I suddenly remembered the expression she had when I was leaning over her in the bed, and my face turned red. But Saki didn't get mad. She calmly hugged me tight. Saki?
夢を見たの。兄さんと マヤちゃんが出てくる夢。
You know, it's hard to. I was gonna say that wasn't a dream; it was real, but it's like it is a dream. Like it feels so real, but it's still a dream. I was surprised at those words. Saki seemed to be worried about something different than me as she hugged me tightly. What kind of dream was it? I timidly asked. Saki shook her head slightly.
わからない。マヤちゃんと一緒にお茶を飲んでた気もするし、兄さんとなんだか幸せな夢を見てた気もするし。
Oh, we were doing something, all right. So, well, yeah. Saki suddenly dug her nails into my back. Ooh, ow, Saki!
なんだかひどいことをされた気もするわ。
Listen, I couldn't just listen, all right? I couldn't do what was said, all right? I couldn't do the things, so I rejected the things, and I did say a lot of things. Well,
あれ、夢なのよね。
I mean, it happened. She spun her arms around. What? She put her arms around my back again, this time gently and awkwardly. Well, it was a dream, so there was no denying that. However, Saki had the same dream as me. With Saki hugging me, I could feel the softness of her body, the sensation of her chest, and smell the scent of her hair. I didn't at all feel aroused by it. My throat tightened, and I felt like someone had splashed cold water on me. It was a dream, but I felt an uncomfortable feeling like I had just swallowed an unknown object. What was this sensation? It had to be a dream. Why was this happening?
兄さん、どうしたの？
Saki, there's a lot happening. Saki looked up at me, apparently worried about how I was acting. Maybe it wasn't just Saki and me. Maybe Alice had been somewhere having the same dream too. If that was true, so we're thinking that Alice isn't like just some other entity that just exists like Maya seems to be. So Alice is probably actually just a person just dreaming the same shit, but she's like the defender of our shits, our dream stuffs, you know what I mean? Saki, I had the same dream. At those words, Saki stiffened. I'm sure it was the same dream. You might not remember the whole thing, but oh boy, I do.
そうなんだ。兄さんはちゃんと覚えてるのね。
Drinking tea in a weird place with Maya and Saki showing up. If that was the same dream, if everyone having it really existed, then
あの夢を兄さんも見ていたのよね。だったら
it was as though she was talking about a fantasy story.
ねえ、だったらあそこにいたマーヤちゃんももしかしたら同じ夢を見ていたのかしら。
A dream within a dream? Or are we talking about Maya somewhere else? So Maya oh my god. Not just Saki and me. Somewhere had Maya been having the same dream too? So Maya exists still. She's like in the world. Or am I thinking about this wrong? Or thinking too much about it? No way. Even as I said this, somewhere in my heart I wanted it to be true. Okay, so... Oh, god damn it. So... Maya isn't just a thing in our dream. She's like an actual... She definitely is an actual person, or at least was at some point. And from what we were just told now, she is a person in the world, but where is she? Like, you know, what I need answers to all these questions. Like, who exactly is she? They've been dropping some hints every now and then, but it's not like enough to just, here she is, you know. From a place both near and far away, there was a figure watching those two. She sneered and giggled gleefully. Okay, never mind. Of course, Maya's voice didn't reach the other two. She was spying on them one-sidedly. Here, there was no trace of nightmare flower's scent, only the smell of a dense forest wafted in the air.
私もどこかから同じ夢を見ているのかしら。私が持ってるここ以外の記憶は全部3人で過ごした時のものだけだもの。
I have to say, Maya, you are the most intriguing character in this game because you just baffle me. Like, what are you?
だったら2人に会うまでの私は一体どこで何をしていたのかしら。
I need answers, and I don't need spoilers in the comments either.
その答えを教えてくれる人はいるのかしらねえ。
God, the little giggle she does. In the dark room, Maya's emotions emotionless giggle echoed and disappeared. Oh my God. By the way, there have been some spoilers in the chat. The comments. Oh boy. I haven't seen them because someone deletes them for me. But I'm just saying, stop that shit or I'll kill you. No, I won't. I mean, no. That's... What am I gonna do, really? I'm just here. But I will be incredibly mad at you. Incredibly mad at you. And your comment will get deleted anyway, so it's not like it matters to me. I don't see it. I mean, it matters to me because I don't want people in the comments to see if they haven't experienced the story yet. You know, then someone spoils the shit, and then it's like, get wrecked, loser. I told you everything that's gonna happen. Tee-hee. No, I'd rather not. Just stop and get deleted. When you do a comment like that, it gets just eradicated. As soon as I fell asleep, I was here again. Son of a bitch. We just skipped the whole day. Fuck it. Before I could realize what was happening, I was in the dream ream. I almost said the dream ream. Oh my God, what is a dream ream? I don't even know. I couldn't remember how I got here. So it was more convenient for me to simply accept that this was a dream, as that's just how dreams were. Maya and I were sitting across from each other with a table prepared for a tea party between us. Quite displeased, I sat down and drank my black tea. Maya sat on the sofa with her elbows on the table and appraised me with her eyes.
紅茶の味はいかがかしら?
This is awkward. It's good, I guess. You know, I answered apathetically, but Maya grinned, seemingly satisfied. Her eyes and mouth were like thin crescent moons. It was definitely not a cute way for a girl to smile, but it was Maya, so there was no helping it.
そんな怖い顔してどうしたっていうの? 私以外の女の子の前でそんな顔したらダメよ.
I've told you ladies time and time again, this is just my face. Too late. I'm always like this. See, I already know. I'm fully into the character. Ever since I started dreaming like this, I always had this expression for a while after a nightmare. At least I don't think I normally smiled that much. Saki was always getting mad at me for knitting my brows.
本当に不安だわ。私がついてないと相変わらずダメなんだもの。
Yeah, oh God. Not really. Even without you, I'm getting by somehow.
そうね。自分ではそう思ってるでしょうね。
Damn. I'm sure that's what you think. Yeah, alright. I didn't tend to get irritated when she said things like this so confidently. Maya had always been like this. Anyway, what was with the dream that oh God. The dream I had with Saki. I was about to say that when Maya leaned over the table and silenced me. All she did was hold her finger to my lips, but I couldn't say anything more.
聞きたいことがあっても今は答えてあげないわ。だから言っても意味がないのよ。
I'm not gonna get answers to any of my questions, are you, am I, Maya? Why are you being so selfish?
だって今日ここに呼んだのはそんな話がしたいからじゃないんだもの。
Okay, then what the hell did you want to talk about? I'm a very busy man when I'm sleeping. Maya got down on from the table and onto my lap. Jesus Christ. She sat down such that it looked like I was holding a child in my lap, even though Maya wasn't anything like a small child. Her body was light, much too light for her size, so I could tell that this was a dream and that this Maya wasn't the real one.
聞きたいのは起きている間のことよ。今までずっと会ってなかったんだもの。とても気になるわ。
I need to know. Of course we haven't seen each other. If everything had happened as I planned, we would have been reunited.
だけど会えたんだから聞きたいわ。ねえ、恋人はできてないのはわかるけど、誰か気になる相手とかいないの？
Why is this the topic of conversation? I don't want it. I replied. Well, I don't understand. Why is it just throwing decisions at me now? I mean, honestly, in my mind, I don't, because I haven't had enough time with the ladies yet, you know? I haven't even met all the ladies yet. I know there's one more we haven't met. So how can I say I have, you know, that I'm interested in somebody if I don't, like, don't. So I'm just gonna say I don't. Oh no, I don't. When I said that, Maya looked surprised.
さきちゃんは気にならないの？
Oh, I'm digging myself out of that Saki hole real quick. My relationship with Saki is a little beyond that. Aren't you asking if there's someone I could fall in love with? I lied. It wasn't that I didn't see Saki as a girl. But with that recent dream and everything, if I said that to Maya now, I didn't know what she would do.
さきちゃんにあんなことまで言っておいて、ほんとひどい兄さんなのね。
You know why I said those things? I didn't know what would happen in the future. Maybe there was a future where Saki and I could be together. If that future happened, then Saki and I would really be in an inseparable relationship. That would unmistakably result in my weaker self taking advantage of Saki's compassion. If that happened, then my feelings of guilt would never disappear.
ほんとすぐに強がるんだから。それじゃあ、綺麗な部長さんは？
I mean, I still need more time with her. She's like weird, but I like her too. Not like super crazily. How do you know about Club Prez?
あら、私が知らないとでも思ったの？
Maya's like, I know literally everything. Maya said that as though it was common knowledge. She clearly already knew about Club Prez. Did that mean that this Maya really was something that had been born from my subconscious? She's something.
それでどうなの？二人きりでご飯食べたり、エッチな話をしたりしてるみたいだけど。
You right. I mean, she's fairly dirty herself. I'm not a good match for Club Prez.
あら、そうかしら。だったら二人きりの時に優等生ぶってないのはなんでかしらね。
I don't know. Maybe she has more people she does that around and I just don't know about. I never thought that I was anything special. Club Prez probably had other retreats that I didn't know about. Besides, the reason Club Prez was so relaxed around me had to do with how we met. It was just a coincidence, not because I was special.
どうしてそんな風に思うのかしら。自分だけ認められてる、特別だって思いたくはないの？
No, I don't. Maya scoffed at my desire to not be interested in Club Prez and leaned towards me. If I admitted it, then Maya would probably show me a happy dream, and if I did that, then surely I would fall again. Oh, okay, so maybe I'm making these right decisions. Maybe these decisions don't actually matter yet, like I'm assuming, because maybe it's all just a trick for her to do some bullshit to me. It looked like Maya enjoyed the fact that I was denying it. Was it fun for her to watch me struggle? I wanted to ask, but it was a pointless question. And Club Prez has her own circumstances. There are even some rumors about her. I have no intention of thinking that only I understood her. There had to be other people that she talks to. She was a stable, resilient individual. She had a much more well-adjusted life than I could ever have imagined. To think that I was somehow special to such a person was presumptuous, and it made my face warm with embarrassment.
まあ、そう思っているのならそれでもいいんだけど。
Alright, we gotta stay strong. We gotta just deny Maya everything.
そうじゃなくても、本当に気になる女の子はいないの？
Stop it. Just stop it. The one who popped into my head just then was... Why? God damn it. It's not even giving me a choice anymore. It's not even letting me deny anything. It's just like, fuck it. Okay, so if I went... Oh, I see what's going on here. So if I went back to the Who's You Wants It's... Why are we picking a route so early? Is this a thing that's happening? Is this actually a thing? Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? I don't even know. You know what? You know what? I don't know what's going on. I'm bad at making decisions. But here you go. Maya or Alice, apparently. Here's the thing. I was expecting a more Chrono Clocky-esque sort of decision making. I didn't get that. And it threw curveballs at me. So what I'm guessing is if I went back and picked the one where I said, yeah, I'm interested in the girls, it would have shown Yayoi as well as Saki, both of them. And then this time it's Alice and Maya. But that's a weird question. Then it brings up the question, where's the other girl come in? You know, that's why I'm just concerned. So I think I might. You know what? Let's just take a break for now. Well, break. I'll be back in like a couple days when I record the next part. But I want to do a little bit of research, so I don't really like. I'm not gonna see if there's like a bad ending or anything. None of that. I just want to see what gets us. Like, if these decisions actually mean something? And if they do, then I'll understand that they mean something, and I won't just keep fucking around. Even though I'm not really fucking around. And then I'll, and then I'll see where, not necessarily what decisions lead where, just seeing if this actually is a route choice. Because if it is, well, there you go. Just honestly, right now, just comment. I'm mostly interested in seeing who you guys would end up seeing first. So, and don't give me that, you gotta play the routes in an order. I don't want to play around in order. I just want to play the game. So just let me know. I'm going to do research. I'll fill you guys in next time. And I'll see you then. I'll see you guys here shortly.